My name is Ben Chemba. Currently, I serve as a senior engineer heading the infrastructure and network maintenance department within RENU. But over the years, I've been serving in different sections. I've served as head of the section for access, which is basically a section concerned with the deployments, onboarding of new clients onto the network. And 2025 onwards, now I am into infrastructure management and maintenance. Back to my day one at RENU, yes, I think it was back in 2015. It should have been about February, March 3rd. Yes, March 3rd. So I joined RENU, and by then it was a very small office. We were collocating with the DICTs, Makere DICTs. So we had a small section in the DICTs where we would sit. And so this day I used to do half day. So I would come in at 2 and then push up to like 10. So that day I just walk in and the rest of the team is there. What looked like a welcome, they just handed me all the keys to the network. You have access to this router, you have access to this router, this is the login if you need to get in, and it's like unlimited access. And I had the support phone, which we call the knock phone. They gave me the knock phone. So now when the client calls you, you're supposed to say ABCD. That was the briefing I got on my first day. So I was pretty much thrown into the deep end. When I look back at my first time at RENU and what made me stay, I think as a student, generally, I joined as a student, you do not have much of options. You know you're looking for employment opportunities at an organization which can give you a career path. So when I joined RENU, I was looking for that. But of course, along the way, I had opportunities to say I can move on. And even earlier in my career at RENU, I had those opportunities. But basically, what made me stay is what the organization stood for and the bigger picture. The opportunity to impact community positively through use of technology and connectivity, all those things. My transformation over the 10 years has been steady growth. So when I joined, you realize I think I'm one of the people in RENU that have worked almost across all departments. You join as a network engineer, but you're actually in communications. You're doing communications, you're doing branding, making sure the company websites are up and running, the social medias are up to date. So we were growing with the organization as the demand was coming. So there was no so much specialization in the early years. What makes RENU special is, I should say, is the people. They are young people. If you look at the average age, maybe 25 or 28, they are young people, and young people means you have energy, you have innovation, you have creativity, so you have push. People will push. They can tap into different perspectives or horizons that you could not achieve with people who are a little bit challenged and elderly. So yeah, for me, I think it's the composition of the people that we have here that is a unique thing for RENU. Within the NREN community, if I am to look for people who have influenced me and also been a big part of my career, I think it's the former CEO of RENU, Isaac Kasana. He was a very good person to me because he showed me that through technology you can actually impact the community. You need to stick to what you can do best to use it to impact the community. I didn't know that as a network engineer I can change the communities that we have. So through him, I got to know that. If I can mention maybe 2 or 3 of some of those projects that I am really proud of, is just internally here, organizing the section of access. I've played a vital role in making sure there are procedures, operational procedures set up, and team is on ground. That is the right team to make sure that work moves. So that's something that I'm proud of internally. But externally, being part of the core engineering team is the other one that I'm so proud of. The core engineering team in RENU is the team that is responsible for capacity building. The future of RENU is as good as our past, I should say. So where we've come from is very far, but where we are heading is also very far. So there is a lot we have achieved, but there's a lot we have not yet achieved, is what I mean. RENU has not even achieved half of the potential it can achieve in this country. We've not yet achieved that. Where I see RENU moving is changing the education sector. I mean, moving our education from where we are right now to an international level, whether I am deep in the village or I am in Kampala. Because right now what we have is a big discrepancy between the schools that are remote and also the schools in the central region or in Kampala. So these ones here maybe have a little bit of exposure. Their head teachers are more advanced, so they have thought for them a little bit of ahead. But with RENU, we can actually have a uniform coverage for the entire country. We can say maybe in the next 5 or 10 years, that's what we want to see, that the education in Uganda has been transformed. There are so many funny moments we've had at RENU, especially because RENU is like a family, a small family it's less of a workplace. It's more of a family than a workplace. So you share lots of light moments. And there's so many, but one I remember is, I hope you'll actually put it off record. When I just joined RENU, I was handed, like I told you, I was handed the knock phone. And this is a young man. I'm still in my campus time. And at that time, we didn't have stationed network support center. So it was a mobile phone. You could move with it anywhere you go. And it was a weekend, so I ended up going with it to the beach. And guess what? I happened to run into my boss at the beach. So, hey, aren't you supposed to be in the knock supporting? Yes, I am in the knock. Where is the knock phone? I had no idea where it was. But I had handed it to some of my friends. I had taken a swim because my friends were watching it for me. By then, RENU had about 18 sites connected. So the network wasn't so busy. Being academic institutions, on a weekend, they are off. So you can be with the phone for 12 hours and no one is calling. Yeah, so in my head, I was like, you know what, let me go to the beach while I watch the phone. I went swimming. That's why I found my boss. If I would share a light moment with people who are just joining RENU or graduate trainees and also other colleagues that have been around for some time, I'll tell them that there's a good opportunity at RENU for you to grow your career. I don't think there are so many organizations that will just recruit you today and tomorrow they're giving you the tools to everything. So there is a good opportunity. You can access different opportunities to grow technically in terms of capacity building. Internally, RENU is good at giving us opportunities to grow technically. Social networking, there are people I don't think I would be able to meet if I was on my own, but when I was in RENU, it's easier to meet these people. Ideally, I would tell them that, at RENU, no one is going to push you. It's very hard to find someone waking up in the morning and telling you, hey, Ben, you're supposed to do A, B, C, D, and all that. No, everybody knows what they're supposed to do. They do it. So if you don't do it, you're most likely going to lag behind in career-wise. You come here every day, every morning, open your laptop, but you're not growing. You get it? So you have to be uncomfortable with being at the same position for a very long time or for the same place without growth in terms of your career growth capacity. You should learn something new. That's what I could say. Aim to learn something new. It will help you because it adds value to you as a person and also adds value to the organization. So that's how you become valuable and hard to replace. Because when you know something and you're so good at it, then you are a gold to the organization. They'll stick by you. Don't make it so easy for people to forget you.